in the past, I've talked about a whole bunch of different things. I've talked about fear. I've talked about faith. I've talked about a whole bunch of different things. And so every week, what we do is a build upon on what we talk about. So last week I talked about fear. And I talked about as far as like what are you scared of? What is it that's stopping you? Because a lot of time, what ends up stopping us is rejection, things that we've experienced in the past, and that's what stops us. So today's topic is it's going to be called the risk. And so when you think about a risk, what you think about is you think about a couple of things. You think about something that's not necessarily safe. You think about something that is also not only is it not safe, but at the end of the day, you kind of have to have faith to take a risk, right? Because think about it. You sitting right here on this court, you're taking a risk. You don't know if this wood is going, if one of y'all is going to fall, all of a sudden you're gone. Bam, just like that. You're taking a risk, right? When you get in the car, because you have faith, you're taking a risk. You don't know if that car is going to break down, but you have faith in that mechanic that they put that car up like it's supposed to be. They built it like it's supposed to be built. And you're able to drive it how you're supposed to drive it. You're taking a risk anytime you tell a loved one, I love you, because you think that they love you too, right? Whether it's my brother, my sister, my mom, my dad. You take a risk every time I get up in the morning because I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring me. I don't know if I'm going to walk out the house and just so happen it's a drive-by and bam, you the one that got hit. It sounds crazy, but it's the reality and it's the world that we live in. So when you're taking these risks, my question to you would be is, if you have faith in these different risks that you're taking, why don't you have faith in taking a risk that's going to help you achieve one of your goals? Why don't you take a risk and do something different that might be a little bit uncomfortable? Because my homegirl over there, she's sitting in that chair. She took a risk sitting in that chair because she has faith that that chair is going to hold her up. She took a risk to sit down, not knowing if one of the legs is broke or not knowing what's going to happen, but she took a risk. And so we take a risk in all these different things that are what we call normal, but we won't take a risk and do something different. I won't take a risk and not go to the club for 2 weeks when I know, I got to get my tire fixed on my car. I won't take a risk and go back to school knowing that I read on a 3rd grade level, but I get the extra help so I can do what I need to do. So my challenge to each and every one of you is take the risk. We do it each and every day anyways, but we don't think of it like that. We don't think of it, it's a risk when I go to work. If I know if my job isn't making the money they need to make, it's a risk because I might be the one that they lay off. That's a risk. But we don't look at it like that because that's normal. That's what we call a normal risk. But when you think about it, everybody hears the saying, high risk, high reward. The higher level of risk you're willing to take, the higher reward you're willing to get. There's people out there that gamble, and they take some risk. They put their house on the line, they put their car on the line, they put, whatever you can think of, they probably put it on the line. But sometimes they lose it, sometimes they gain it, but it's a risk. So my challenge to each and every one of you guys would be, whatever it is you're trying to achieve,